Hey everybody, it's Martian Monkey here. It's gonna be The Flash Season 2, Episode 8 review and rundown, if you guys didn't know. So yeah, this episode was really interesting because we got the crossover. This is part 1 of the crossover. It was really great. I loved it. If you see everything wet right here, it's because my hair's like wet. It's weird. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot to talk about, in terms of Hawkman, Hawkgirl, Vandal Savage stuff with their origins being mixed together. So let's talk about it, so let's get started. Okay, so with Hawkman and Hawkgirl, I'm kind of trying to balance it out. I'm not trying to make this too long. The internet last night, totally, like, slow and just, like, everything, like, I couldn't even upload my videos before The Flash came out. I usually try to get all my videos out before the episode that night, and I couldn't, and I had to upload them this morning because last night it took almost 2 hours to get my Supergirl video done, and then this morning it took about, like, 2 to 3, maybe, to get my, Gotham video done, so I hope this video uploads before Arrow, but if it doesn't, I'm going to update you guys on what's coming on the end of the video. But anyway, yeah, so spoiler if you haven't seen it, but if you haven't seen this episode, so, let's talk about it. So basically, Hawkman and Hawkgirl, I'm going to kind of brush over a lot of stuff, but yeah, let's talk about, Team Flash stuff. So first up, Hawkman, Hawkgirl. So Hawkgirl, Kendra, is with Cisco most of the time. We get introduced to Vandal Savage. Now, actually, want to say, not feeling Vandal Savage at all in this episode. I actually thought he was kind of a little, dull. Like, he wasn't as powerful as he looked like in the Legends of Tomorrow trailer. I'm just, like, spitting everywhere. I'm sorry, guys. It's weird. Okay, what was I saying? It does, like, he didn't look as powerful as the Legends of Tomorrow trailer. He didn't look very scary. It's kind of like, he's basically a glorified Deathstroke to me. Like, maybe not that, but like, it's kind of like, you know, it just didn't feel like he was that big of a big deal. Like, Vandal Savage is going to be the big main villain for the Flareverse. Like, he's going to be in Legends of Tomorrow. He's going to be taking over the world, and I didn't really see that with him in this episode. So, hopefully we get more out of that, but just, I don't know. And so anyway, we see him. He ends up wanting to get Shiara, I think was her name, and, like, Kendra, Shiara. I thought it was Shaira was her name as Hawkgirl, but I guess they altered it or changed it, maybe not, I don't know, but it's Shiara, I think was what they said. So obviously we found out that comes from Egyptian background and all that jazz. But basically what's going on in this is that okay, so the origins for Hawkman and Hawkgirl are tied into Vandal Savage. They've taken the origins from the comics, tied them in, and how it works is that in the show, when Vandal Savage's life force and the Hawk's life forces are together. So he kills them to get stronger, and he's been killing them like a gajillion years. Like, he's been killing them a long time. Like 206 times they've been dead or whatever. I don't even know. I can't even remember. But anyway, they've been dead over and over and over and over, and Hawkman wants to stop getting dead because they tie into reincarnation. Like, they explained the whole origin in there where they're tied to reincarnation, and that every time they die, they reincarnate as different lives, and they have to remember who they are all over again. So, but I think Hawkman figured it out because maybe it didn't work with him because Hawkman maybe knew. I don't know. It seems like he knew the whole story, so maybe he, like, forgot, but maybe, like, gained his memory back? I don't even know. But Kendra, obviously, we know that she did not know she was Hawkgirl. She didn't know that she was Shiara. She didn't know all this stuff. So Hawkman tried to explain it. So there's crazy stuff going on. Vandal Savage, he has been going after them. And then Merlin comes up. Merlin, you know, shows up, says, okay, this is Vandal Savage, you have no chance of beating him. And Hawkman kind of explains Vandal Savage a little bit more, like we said, with the origins. And then it gets all cray, because then after that, you know, we have to deal with, a whole bunch of stuff. Now, before I get on with talking about Hawkman versus Arrow and the Flash, and before I get on with talking about that, the lighting is getting weird. I'm gonna say that, oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Damien Dark was in this episode. He was like, had a little cameo in it. I laughed so hard at his face when he was just killing that guy. Did anybody else laugh really hard at that? That was hilarious. I might even have to fix the lighting because it's getting kind of, there you go. Anyway, I'll fix that in a second. But anyway, yeah, it got really hilarious. So, but let's get on to talking about the Hawks, and then I'm gonna talk about Caitlin Snow, Jay Garrick stuff. So yeah. Okay, so I fixed the lighting. I got that done, and the lighting looks really good. I'm really liking what the lighting's doing. Alright, so anyway, let's talk about the Hawkman versus, you know, all that stuff. So, Damien Dark, or not Damien Dark, Hawkman, I don't even know where that came from. Hawkman versus Arrow versus, or Green Arrow versus the Flash. So, basically what's going on here is that, we've got Hawkman. Obviously, he's being introduced. I kind of felt like kind of tired with this part because it's like whenever superheroes introduce a new hero, like either whether it's in the movies, whether it's in the TV shows, it's always the same thing. Oh, I'm gonna fight you. Then I become your friend. Then I'm in the your group. And it's kind of so exhausting, which I like. I hate every superhero origin that does that, and I like how the movies, how Marvel and DC are scrapping origins, and how they're just getting rid of it. Like, they're kind of like doing that, but like, it's like in DC, let's talk about, since this DC show, let's talk about DC in the movies. They're not introducing Wonder Woman as an origin. They probably will do that a little bit to Cyborg, maybe. I don't know how that's going to work. But they're not doing that with Aquaman. They're just putting them in there. They're not even worrying about origins, which is what I hate about the shows. Is that, like, I know it's a TV show, so they have to do the origin, but it's, like, so exhausting. It was, like, so tiring from watching Hawkman explain everything, just like an origin would go. And so, and, like, him fighting Green Arrow and the Flash. It's, like, kind of, like, I kind of got tired of it. So, but basically, he fights them, he gets captured, he explains origins, like I said, and then he pushes like, Kendra off the roof, and he explains how she needs to, activate her power or whatever, and so he pushes her off the roof. She does not fly, but then she talks about Cisco. She talks about Cisco being her, being the reason, like, one of the reasons why she might be being held back from getting her power, and so she just lets go of everything and jumps off that roof, grows her wings, flies around. Cisco names her the Hawk Girl, so that was all cool. I really like that. I'm really liking how they're taking, like, Kendra, the actress who plays her, Sierra Renee, really great. I really like her as well, so I'm really excited for what's going on in Legends. By the way, there was new Legends of Tomorrow footage in their promo, but I'm not going to be breaking it down. I just wanted to say there is new footage, so go check that out, because they showed a few things in there, which is really cool. Alright, so anyway, so on Caitlin Snow stuff. So Caitlin and Harrison Wells, they're kind of in this episode too. They are getting Velocity 6. Now in the comics, this is not like a thing. It's actually Velocity 9 that was created by the original Reverse Flash. I don't remember his name. I think his name was like Edward or something. Don't remember. But anyway, he was created by the Reverse Flash. It was Velocity 9. Now in this, they're doing Velocity 6. But I think that they'll like end up going to Velocity 9. I don't know. But they're doing Velocity 6. So that's what it's called in this episode. So I think that they will go to Velocity 9, or they'll just stick with 6. I'm not really sure, but I think that's what's going to happen. So anyway, Patty comes in. Patty gets cray-cray. She comes in, shoots Wells because she doesn't know what the heck's going on. Then Caitlin comes in, and she's like, call Joe. Just call Joe West right now. And then Patty's probably like confused out of her mind. She's probably like, okay, what is going on? Like, why call Joe? What's going on? Why wasn't I supposed to shoot him? So Patty's probably confused out of her mind. Joe comes, kicks Patty out. Jay comes, takes the serum, because we haven't seen Jay in a while. Then he puts his hand in and takes the bullet out. Wells is safe. But, like, it's like, oh my gosh. Like, Patty, wow, what have you done, Patty? Like, that's, like, what have you done? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So, it's basically just craziness. So, then Patty leaves, and I think that's all the story. Like, Jay does not want to take Velocity 6 anymore, but Barry will probably at some point use it, or probably, like, they'll go up to Velocity 9, whatever they're going to do with it. I'm really interested, intrigued of what's going on. So, anyway, Green Arrow and the Flash end up fighting Savage when he gets the staff of Horus. Now we have to know that in the with Constantine, he has the Eye of Horus. We saw that already, and now there's the staff of Horus. Now in the comics, Hawkman wears the Claw of Horus. I don't know if that's coming in the show or not, but it's a possibility, I guess. I mean, they're doing all this stuff with Horus, so I guess that's a possibility. I'm not really sure, but anyway, I think that's everything I ran down. I think that's pretty much all of it. If I'd missed anything, I'll put it in a Monkey Updates episode. I'm already planning one because I missed a whole bunch of Easter eggs in Gotham. Now, big updates. Don't forget my live stream tonight on my vlog channel for the new Batman v Superman trailer. I'm going to be reacting to that. It's going to be a little bit longer because I don't know what point the trailer will come in the episode, so I'm probably just going to be doing a live stream for the whole episode of Jimmy Kimmel, but, like, I'll talk about Batman v Superman stuff and get you guys excited for it, and then we'll lead up to the trailer. So it's kind of like this event of leading up to the trailer, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So, anyway, links up there, links down there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, and vlog channel. Don't forget to follow this. I totally messed up. Don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. So, bye-bye.